Ding, ding, ding. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint, where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our lives. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. Okay, what is going on with this? Okay, yeah. We are continuing with our Bible study, Unstoppable. We will continue spreading the knowledge of factual truth so that people will wake up to themselves for their sanity, freedom, and progress. Because God, our concept of God is against your sanity, freedom, and the progress. You need to wake up to live your own life, not the thought life. Your own true life is what you're supposed to be living. So today we are studying Genesis 23, Genesis chapter 23rd, 28th. Okay, it's talking about Sarah's death and the burial. So let's go. And it's a small chapter, but a lot of things in there. I will try to make it shorter because these days people don't care about knowing the whole truth. They just want you to be dropping it little here, little there, little here, little there. You know, they keep asking unnecessary questions because they don't want to spend time to do their own research and make their own wise judgment on issues of life about what they heard. So they know that it is easier to believe than to know. So they choose to believe. And they tell you what they believe is the truth. You ask them to prove it. They said, leave me believe what you believe. Let me believe what I believe. What I believe is the truth. Yours is not the truth. But we are suffering together in this. It doesn't matter. When we die, my God will have a mansion for me in heaven. But here, I am living in a ghetto, faithfully serving the Lord so that He will bless me after I die and go to heaven. Silly. Every belief, especially beliefs in God, they are absurdities. Absurd. Very absurd. Belief. You believe God created you, but you cannot see the God that created you. You believe God is the one giving you strength to walk, but you get tired after work. You believe God is the one giving that has blessed you with your house, house, car, children, family, all that. Why you are the one that work your ass off to acquire those things. There is nothing that is gift in life. Nothing is a gift in nature. Nothing is a gift. Nature is born, and you are proof that nature is born. If you are born, you are born naturally. Nobody is created. Nobody was created by any God. Okay? Genesis 23, from verse 1, it says, Sarah lived 127 years. These were the years of the life of Sarah. 127 years. That was the how long Sarah lived. 127 years. How many women today, God-fearing women today, are living up to 127 years? How many of you daughters of Sarah, you descendants of Sarah? I haven't heard people claiming to be descendants of Sarah. They're always claiming to be descendants of Abraham because it's a misogynistic system where women are reduced to nothing. Women are reduced to property. Women are reduced to slave. Women are reduced to wife. Women are reduced to being man's property to purchase in the name of marriage. Verse 2. So Sarah died in Kirjat Abba, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah. and to weep for her. Sarah was younger than Abraham, and he died before Abraham. Okay, think. It says, so Sarah died. You will die. I'm using your term. Personally, I don't believe in death because we know we don't die. In nature, we don't die. We transform. We don't die in nature. Okay? So that's why I don't believe in death. I know we sleep. We don't die. We sleep and wake up. We sleep and wake up. So what you call death is actually long natural sleep where you get transformed to be born again. That is where they stole the concept you must be born again. It is natural. You must be born again, not by spirit, not by God. You must be born again naturally by your own kind. You must be born again. It is not, if you must be born again by the spirit, and it's not a spiritual thing, it's a natural thing to be born again. Sarah died. You will also die. But don't worry about who will mourn for you, who will weep for you. That thing is useless. It's waste of time. Worrying about how you'll be buried, worrying about your dead body is useless. It doesn't make sense. The wise people don't do such thing. No matter how they try to make it appear like, try to give your life and death meaning. Your life and death don't need any meaning. Your life and death don't need any meaning. First, your life is eternal. It is perfect. It is right. Nothing is wrong with your life. Okay. Then death is not what you will experience. What you will experience is still life in a sleeping form. You sleep, you wake up. Life is sleep and wake, not life and death. Life is sleep and wake, just as you have birth. You are born and you sleep. When you sleep, you wake up. When you're born, it's like you wake up. When you sleep, that they say you are dead, but you don't die because you must be born again. Verse 3. Then Abraham stood up from before his death and spoke to the sons of Heth, saying, I am a foreigner and a visitor among you. Igbo people think about this. From this place now going down, Igbo people, I'm calling your attention to this because it's still going on in Africa against Igbo people to date, especially in Nigeria, which Ghana recently joined them against the Igbos. I am a foreigner and a visitor among you. A land where you are a foreigner is not your land. A land where you're a visitor is not your land. So whatever you have where you are a foreigner and a visitor, you can lose them. The people of the land can rise up tomorrow, no matter how much you pay to acquire that land, no matter how much effort you have put to build that land, they will take it from you. The Yorubas and Nigerians are wishing that for the Igbos. The Hausas and Nigerians are wishing that, not just wishing, they already did it. They did it after the war. They seized all the properties belonging to Igbo people. Later, they restored some of them, I think, like Ojuku, maybe people that have power to fight to get what rightfully belonged to them, even in their own land. In fact, they did it in Igbo land. The area they call South is South today in Nigeria, belonging to Igbo people. But the properties Igbo people had there, maybe that went to their village and called, it's still Igbo land, but they say no. And that's where I think Ojuku's father had a lot of properties in Port Harcourt. You see how they changed Port Harcourt from Iguacha to Port Harcourt. How can a state or a land in Africa bearing white man's name just like Nigeria. Nigeria is white man product. It has nothing to do with Africa. But educated people will still come and argue, saying, I don't know what I'm saying, you know. But you, even your name shows you are the one stupid. Abraham said to them, I'm a foreigner and a visitor among you. Give me property for a burial place among you, not property for for industrious place or for where to build factory. No, burial place, just like church, just like mosque, just like temple, just like shrine. They are burial place where they bury the brain of people who goes there to worship or looking for solution to their problem. Say, give me property for a burial place among you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the sons of hate answered Abraham, saying to him, hear us, my Lord. How can they call him their Lord when he is a stranger and visitor in their land? Think. But that's how they made you. They converted you to see white people. You see white people as your Lord. No matter how you try to argue it, if I travel to Africa with a white man from America here to my own village, they will worship him, not me. They will hold him in high esteem, not me. Because we have that colonial mentality. White man succeeded in colonizing us, exalting white, anything white over black. Why black is original? Darkness is real. Darkness gives birth to light. Without darkness, there's no light. There's always darkness. Light is temporal. Darkness is eternal. Because nature is dark. Hear us, my Lord. You are a mighty prince among us. A prince cannot be Lord among people. A king is over a prince. And if Abraham is among them as prince, he cannot be their Lord. He cannot be addressed as Lord in their land because he's not a prince of that land. He is a stranger and a visitor. He cannot be prince. But if you say, oh, he's supposed to, so why are you against the Igbo man who decided to build Igbo kingdom, not Igbo kingdom over Ghana, but in the land where he bought, so that his people over there is dissenting the same way. When you go to where Yoruba people are living in Igbo land, they have their own chief there. That is their kingdom. That's the person that goes to represent them. If there is any matter between them and Igbo people, the person will go there to speak for them. The same thing with Hausa people. But when you mention Igbo, oh no, they want to possess your land. No. If you don't want Igbos to possess your land, stop selling your land to them, because they are the only one that can buy your land. Your own people cannot buy you. They don't have money to buy. Yoruba people don't have money to buy land in their own land before Igbo people came. They were killing themselves and possessing land there. Many of you don't know the history of Yoruba people. If they tell you the true history of Yoruba people, you will shut up and know that Igbos care about themselves than Yoruba people do. Those Yoruba people who are against Igbos in Nigeria, go to their villages, go to their towns. It were the Igbo people that developed their land. Go to Lagos today, or go to Western Nigeria today, go to Northern Nigeria today. Who developed them? Igbo people. The first nice buildings in your land, who are the ones that built it, and who are selling the things you bought to build them? Today you are running your mouth because you gain some political powers now. So you think Igbos are the greatest tribe in Nigeria, both in population and economy. Igbos are the greatest. You can argue all you want. It is there. The record is there. In fact, for the fact you are using internet today, thanks to Igbo man named Philip Emegwale, you can Google it. You think Igbos are your mate. You know what Igbos stand for? You think Igbos are limited to tribe or to language? You don't know even who you are. How can you be a black man or African and you are against the Igbos? They are your blood. They are your elders. That's why they are greater than you. They're not greater than you. Maybe you are under them. No. They were here before you. They are the ancient people. That's what Igbos are. They are not tribe. Tribe is not Igbo thing. Kingdom is not Igbo thing. Those things are what limited us or separated us from ourselves or divided us. They know that Nigeria is Wazobia. People that speak Wa, people that speak Zo, and people that speak Bia were put together by a white man in 1914 and called them Nigeria. And when they find out the Bia people are stronger, well, richer, they begin to fight against them. Tell them to let the Bia people go, they say no. Then they divided them, making sure that some of them begin to deny their Igbo-ness. I will never deny my Igbo-ness. Thunder fire anyone that want me to deny that I'm an Igbo man or Igbo person. Thunder fire that person or that people. It doesn't matter who they are. If you believe in anything can destroy who is lying, let that thing destroy you. If you are against Igbo people, my people, a stranger in your land cannot be your Lord unless you are a slave. The same way we see white people as lords in our own land. But when we go to their own land, they treat us as slaves. They treat us as garbage. Yet they cannot live without us. They say we are nothing. We don't know. Yet they cannot live without us. Look at what Trump is doing. They hate us, yet they can't do without us. Then Abraham stood up. Okay, hear what they said to Abraham. Hear us, my Lord. You are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our burial places. None of us will withhold from you his burial place, that you may bury your dead. Africans, we never had burial places. We don't have cemeteries because we are nature. We bury our dead on the same land where we farm, because that is what we're supposed to do. We used to use plantain leaves to wrap the body and deposit it in the earth as it's supposed to. Not all this nonsense we copy today from our oppressors. This is cemetery. You see, like in America here, you drive vast land, cemetery. Why there are a lot of homeless people everywhere and the rent is skyrocketing. But there are empty lands reserved for dead people, dead bodies. It doesn't make sense. The right way to bury the body is the same way you bury the seed. We are seed. We don't need to be put in a box to be buried. We don't need to be dressed up with clothing to be buried. But you see people burying dead body with a golden coffin or golden casket, dressing them up, wearing them jewelries. I thank those thieves that know how to, they call them grave thieves or grave robbers. If you bury finish, they go there and dig it up and take what I support them. It doesn't make sense for you to be wasting a dime to bury a dead body. You say it's dead body, so why are you making it sacred? Why are you saying, oh, respect the dead? The way you respect the dead, if you respect the living like that, there will be no problem in your family. The majority of you respect the dead more than the living. When your family member was alive, you did not say, okay, let us raise money to start him business or to start her business. All of you were busy gossiping, talking about, oh, see, he's not he's a do for nothing person. He has not achieved anything. He's not doing anything in the city. The moment that person dies, oh, you see it as an opportunity for you to raise funds. You raise money, invite many people. How much did that person bring? Record it, record it. It doesn't make sense for you to spend any amount of money to bury a dead body. If somebody died in abroad, why are you transporting the dead body to the village? If your village is a place that person is supposed to be buried, then let that person live there. Why have we turned our land into a burial place? Our land, our Africa has become a continent for burying dead bodies. Entire Africa. Some even make coffins that look like Bible to, you see, they put cross too. Africans. He said, none of us we withheld from you his burial place that you may bury your dead. That's how Igbo people used to live. Somebody died. Okay, bury them. You're a stranger here. Yeah, bury the dead body. Then Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land. Abraham did not bow himself to God. Abraham bowed himself to the people of the land. Why? Because they have what he needs. No God has what you need. It is people who have what you need. Value people more than God. All that your nonsense you are doing is because you are living among your fellow believers. Here you will say, nobody is my king but God. Nobody is my Lord but God. Oh, Jesus is my Lord. People are waking up like my type. If you claim that and you are in need, I will never help you. I will remind you that God is your helper. Let God help you. Then you say, God will use me to help you. No, let God use you to help you. I don't want any God to use me to help anyone. I don't want any God to use me to feed the hungry. I don't want any God to use me to meet the need of any people. Let that God use you. If you are that God is real, I don't need your God. I have me. I don't need your God. I have me. I don't need your God. I have me. Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land. Your father Abraham stood up and bowed himself before the people of the land. You must bow. You want me to help you and you believe in God, you must bow before me. You must bow. And they're bowing. If you don't bow and not giving, whether you are my parents, whether you are my sibling, whether you are my friends, whether you are my neighbor, if you don't bow before me, I will not help you. It happened to Abraham. Abraham had to bow for these people to help him. God, you are bowing to cannot help you. God cannot bury you are dead. God cannot do that. After you open your stinking mouth saying, what God cannot do does not exist. Your God cannot bury you are dead. Your God cannot give you the money you need. Your God cannot supply your need according to his riches and glory. Because your God does not exist. And he spoke with them saying, if it is your wish that I bury my dead out of my sight, no, you are the one that said it was never their wish. You are the one that asked for it. Hear me and meet with Ephraim, the son of Zohar, for me, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he has, which is at the end of his field. Let him give it to me at the full price as property for a burial place among you. Abraham demanded, no, I don't want free land. I want to buy it. I don't want to bury my wife on a free land. I want to buy it. I want to say it's my own, although I'm a stranger and a visitor here. Verse 10. Now Ephron dwelt among the sons of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the presence of the sons of Heth, all who entered at the gate of his city, saying, no, my Lord. Again, he called Abraham his Lord. Hear me. I give you the field and the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of the sons of my people. I give it to you. Bury your dead. The people talk to Abraham and say, no, you are free to bury in any choice place where we bury people. You can bury your own person there. Abraham said, no, I want to buy. They insisted. Abraham said, okay, no, there's somebody among you that I know have a place that I like. His name is Ephron. Please talk to him so that he can give me the land. Ephron said, come on, Abraham. You know, you are here. I give you the field and the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of the sons of my people. I give it to you. Bury you are dead. Case closed. Did the case close? No. How? Then Abraham, because he got ulterior motives. Black people don't want to understand white people yet. If a white person tell you this is white, that is not that the color of that thing. Go and verify. It may be blue, it may be green, it may be black. Go and verify it. Stop believing white people by their mere words. They cannot be trusted anywhere in this world. The only time they may tell you the truth is when they need something from you directly. When you stand your ground, they will begin to tell you the truth. And the truth that we tell you is that they will take it by force. That is the only truth they will tell you. Then after they destroy you, they will claim credit that they did you favor and taught your children to see them as people that favor them, as their destiny helpers. And you, their father, a wicked man. Mm. Then Abraham bowed himself down before the people of the land, and he spoke to Ephraim in the hearing of the people of the land, saying, see, twice now Abraham had bowed himself before the people of the land, not before God. If you will give it, please hear me. Yeah, he said, I've given it to you, take it. Why are you going back again? Anywhere you see believers, they live this type of stupid, nasty life or lifestyle. Somebody said, take free. You say, no, please. I don't want it tomorrow. You say that it is your God that made me rich. I have to. Nonsense. It's not your land. So why are you, dragging to buy a piece of land there? Why are you fighting to take a piece of land there so that tomorrow you begin to claim them? If you will give it, please hear me. I will give you money for the field. Take it from me, and I will bury my dead there. The same people that will tell you cannot serve God and money. With God, all things are possible. Yet they need God, they need money to buy things. They need money to do things. If the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, why are you buying a piece of land in this world for any reason? If your God is true and the world belongs to your God, ask yourself, why am I buying land? If the land belongs to my father, I'm not supposed to buy it. I'm the firstborn in my family, firstborn and the first son in my family. I have lands in Africa that here I'm working as mental health aid, sometimes cleaning shit. But because of the dollar they are paying me, when you change it in Africa, I'm a millionaire. Money. The people that tell you cannot serve God and money cannot do without money. If you cannot serve God and the money, you don't need money if you have God. And you don't need God if you have money. Bringing both of them together is the confusion that both spirituality and religion has caused. And politicians or people in the society embrace it as the right way. It is not. How can people who believe that God can do all things still have to go and be competing with people who don't believe in that nonsense, struggling with them, hustling with them in the places of business? If you have God, you don't need money. And if you have money, you don't need God. Matthew 6:24. You cannot serve God and money. Any church or any religion where they are raising money, they are not worshiping the true God. Any place where they are collecting money as offering in the name of God, they are impostors. There is no God. If there is God, they won't need money. Money is real. God is not real. Money is artificially real. God is imaginary. Artificially, naturally, there is no God. Say, take the money from me and I will bury the dead there. And therefore answered Abraham, saying to him, my Lord, listen to me. Stop being stupid. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between you and me? But Abraham had ulterior motive. So bury your dead. And Abraham listened to Ephraim, but refused to agree with facts, refused to reason with him. Abraham listened to Ephraim, and Ephraim, not Ephraim. And Abraham weighed out the silver for Ephron, which he had named in the hearing of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, currency of the merchants. See how Abraham passed. Oh, you mentioned that amount of money. Okay, I will pay it. I will pay it. I want the land. I don't want it free. I don't want it for free. Archbishop Benson in the house I used to say to us, he said, why pay cheap if you can get it free? In the house, he believed in free gifts, taking lands free of charge. They gave you land, take. He said, no, I want to. And that's how fathers create problem for their children. They will not tell their children the whole truth, how they get that land. They just say, I bought the land. Say the truth. They didn't want to sell the land to you. You are the one that pressured them into collecting money from you. So that tomorrow you say it's your land. Then when the people of the land rise up to tell your children, no, you have to go now. Your children say, no, our father bought this land. Is it not what we are why we are having problem all over the world today? You buy land, the people of the land want to take it back. If you are a stranger or a visitor in any land, whatever you buy there does not belong to you, no matter what you try, how you try. I will never buy land in America. I will never buy a house in America. Maybe unless I see somebody we are buying it together. But personally, no, even in Africa, I will not buy land. I don't want to buy land. My father used to pressure me to buy land. I say no. Because that is part of the problem we have. The realtors have caused a lot of havoc in our land because of land. We don't used to sell land before in Africa. We give people land free. You want to farm. You don't supposed to claim land tomorrow. Why are you claiming it? The land belongs to all of us. Even in my village, as we still speak, we have free lands where everybody living in that land farm. You want to farm, you go and meet the people in charge. They give you a portion to farm. You cannot buy it. The time is coming when they will begin to sell those lands. But our ancestors who preserved those lands for us, because all we need to live is food. And when you have land, you cannot say to be poor. But look at Africa today. We have rich lands, yet we are poorest in the whole world. We cannot even grow our food anymore. Before we used to, wherever you see fruit, you pick and eat. Today, you can't do that anymore. So the field of Ephraim, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field and the cave, which was in it, and all the trees that were in the field, which were within all the surrounding borders, were deeded to Abraham as a possession in the presence of the sons of Heth before all who went in at the gate of Insiri. You see how they used to do, even when you sell land, the people of the land are supposed to be witnesses. But it happened to me. After the death of my father, or before his death, I was hearing he sold a land. He gave a land to a church people. We are family members also, like kinsmen. Okay, so but after his death, my brother with his cohort begin to claim that my father actually sold the land, 500,000 along the road. Well, I said, what is the evidence? The evidence that's showing me is maybe how they pay him money. But for you to sell land now, the people of the land are supposed to be witnesses. That's how it's supposed to be. See? But today people can do whatever. If they say, okay, no, the land is sold, what will you do? Well, you begin to go to court. Also, another waste of money. Verse 19. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah, his wife, in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave that is in it were deeded to Abraham by the sons of Heth as property for a burial place, not for factory, not for building lives, just for burial place. Then tomorrow they will claim it is their land. It is their ancestral land. No, it's not. It is ours. The same way some lousy Benin people are saying that even Bini own a banke, you know, all the speaking areas, Igbo people are in Edo State. They are claiming it. Bini people that are invaders, they are land thieves that came from Yoruba area. But they don't even know that their Igbos existed before Oduduwa, their own ancestor. The Oni of Ife, if I'm still correct, is saying it. They tell them Igbo people are the one that built this place. They were here before us. But because of some political nonsense, they are denying facts. They are fighting against their own blood brethren. Igbo people are your brethren. In fact, they are your elders, your elder brothers. That's what Igbo peoples are to Hausa people, Yoruba people, and all of you that hate Igbos. You hate them because they are your senior. They are your elder. I don't want to use the term superior because that is foolishness. We are not superior to anyone and no one is superior to us. We are all in this world. Why can't us live together in unity, peacefully, without fear, without faith, without hope, without love, without humility, but nature, caring for one another? We can live better, do better, and enjoy this life naturally. Gordon.